Alright. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been asking about this this generator here, this ONAN generator I got sitting out here, and I didn't realize how long it's been since we did anything with it. I think it's been at least a month and a half. Bear with me, the camera's going to be all over the place. Don't tell me to stop moving it. Alright, there you go. Yeah, like I said, a lot of guys have been asking what we've been doing, and haven't been doing anything with it. All we've been doing is trying to find parts. Plus, my generator guy's been on vacation. He took a trip out to the Grand Canyon with his family. So, I have picked up some parts, and I think it's enough to get it working. I'll show you them in a minute. What I needed was a distributor and just the normal stuff, you know, air filter, oil filter, wires, cap, rotor, stuff like that. And we also looked into this. This is a control panel. See, it don't look too bad here, but inside here, I don't know how well you can see because I'm looking at the glare on the camera here. The mice really tore that up. And Mike could fix this, but I told him, do we really need it? You know, I mean, it's automatic. I mean, what's it going to take for me to walk out and flip a few switches? Because we were able to find this. Oops, whoop, whoop. And some guy had it way out in California, and it was actually in worse condition than mine. He wanted like 150 bucks, so I wasn't going to do that. If I'm going to buy one, you know, it better be clean and pristine. Also, what I got to get is these valve cover gaskets. It isn't very easy to find this kind of stuff. Somebody asked what this was here, and Mike was telling me that's an oil journal. You know, pumps the oil from there and sends it into the head and everything. Well, look how pristine that is in there. That's pretty neat. Alright, so that's where we're at with this. And I'm hoping the generator works. You know, I mean, the engine's no problem. We can get that working. But we still have no idea about the engine. So let me throw you guys up on a tripod and I'll show you what I got. Alright, I moved this stuff over here in the shade, so I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see. I don't know if you're able to see better or worse, but this engine is 45 years old, this generator setup. And everything is obsolete. You can't call anybody and say, send me this, send me that. Actually, you know, Mike's a generator repairman, and his girlfriend works in an ONAN generator shop where they order parts and have all the manuals and everything. And, you know, and everything she looks up, she says, yeah, obsolete. So what you actually have to do, like, here's the air cleaner. You have to find something similar that would fit it. And, you know, through a little research, and people have done it before, you know, they came up with the Briggs & Stratton. I don't even remember which engine that belongs to, but it says right here, Briggs & Stratton cartridge. But anyway, that's the closest thing you're going to get to that, and it'll work. Even with the oil filter, I don't have a clue what the oil filter that takes, but I got this Wix. They say that number will work, and I had to get that on the internet. We don't have Wix around here. Got spark plugs for it. Even that's an odd number, an H10C. I'm sure there's equivalent, but that's what we got. Alright, I was able to get a distributor. I needed a distributor because here's the old one. Like I said, I don't know how well you guys are going to see this because I can't even see it on the screen there, but we took this one apart, tried to clean it up, and I consider it beyond repair because the top here is all chewed up. It won't even hold the, what do they call it, the rotor cap or whatever. Not the rotor cap, or whatever the hell they call that thing, I forgot. But anyway, and the weights and the springs are all froze up and gone, there's nothing there. Now this distributor, somebody had converted it to an electronic ignition, but this part's probably good, but the rest of it, you know, was frozen on there and absolutely just cracked. You know, when you try to take it apart, everything just cracked off of it. So I'm all right with points distributor. Yeah, even this cracked when it came off. You know, and through research, you can find similar stuff that would fit. And I would have had to buy that. I would have had to buy the cap. This cap looks like it might have been able to salvage, you know, clean it up a little bit. But the wires, you see the wires here are shot. Would have had to get a set of wires and everything. So, for a lot of research and calls and emails, I was able to track down this, which is an exact replacement. And it's in, I would consider it excellent condition for the year. And it come with the wires, the cap, rotor. I think they call it the rotor, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's got the rotor in there, and it spins nice, points open and close. So I'm okay with that. And if I wanted to change the electronic ignition, it's only another $100. You can still get that. But I'm glad for the amount of work this is going to do. It'll probably run maybe an hour every 5 years or something, other than the time we used to test it. So we got all that, and I even bought paint for it, but I didn't start working on it because I don't want to sand down, wire wheel, and brush everything that needs to be painted, and then have something that ain't gonna work. So I want to make sure this thing works yet. And what I did is I got Duplicolor. That's the closest color. See this color here? I'm bringing it in the sun for you. I don't know if you can see that. But that's the closest color I could get to that. And if you buy ONAN, they sell ONAN green, but they want $25 a can, and that wasn't going to happen. You know, I think these cans here were like $6 a piece or something. So that's where we're at. And I think we got everything we need to get it going and see if it works. But what I do need, and if anybody has a spare one, you know, let me know. You know, I'm willing to pay for it at a reasonable price. I need a 150 amp single phase transfer switch, and if I can't get that, 100 phase, you know, or 100 amp would work. I just wouldn't be able to run the whole house. I would just have to pick out, you know, the refrigerator, the TV, computer, stuff like that. But if anybody has that, you know, contact me. And if you're willing to donate something like that, that'd be fine too. But like I say, I'm willing to pay a reasonable price. So that'd be a 150 amp single phase transfer switch, manual or automatic. So get back to me on that. All right. I even picked up this propane bottle here at a flea market that we're at, and Engine Show had it. And the guy wanted 20 bucks. And I said, would you take 10? And immediately he said, yeah. And then right then I told Mike, I said, we ain't gonna be able to fill that thing. You know, I didn't know what the dates were, you know, how many years they're good for if you have to have them tested, or if they'll even fill them. And then after I bought it, because we could use this for a water tank on one of the diesels or something, you know, we could use that for something if it wasn't any good for propane. But anyway, after we researched it, and I asked a buddy of mine about the numbers and everything, he said, nah, you're only good for 12 years on these. He goes, you might be able to find somebody that'll fill it, you know, on the sly, but we'll see what, you know, if we can, we can, if we can't, we can't. So I'm out 10 bucks, but then we still have a good tank for something. Alright, so that's where we're at. Like I say, if somebody can help us out, we'll greatly appreciate it. And we'll try and do something with this. Like I say, once we know it starts, it runs, which I think it will, and generates electricity, if it doesn't generate electricity, then we're just going to shit can it. I mean, it's not worth putting money into. But once we know all that, you know, then I can start cleaning it up, maybe doing a little painting on it, make it look good anyway. Even though it's going to be undercover. So that's where we're at. I appreciate all your comments and concerns and wondering about it. So that's good on that end anyway. Alrighty. Enough of this. Yeah, on that transfer switch, you don't send any links to eBay and stuff like that. We get eBay. My computer gets eBay, and we're aware of all of that. We're actually looking for somebody that, maybe an electrician or somebody, you know, that come across one that they're going to scrap. Because Mike does that all the time. Mike actually gets these generators for nothing, you know, because they're obsolete and the company's just upgrading. They throw them out. And I'm sure a lot of electricians come across that, you know, the transfer switches and everything, and people just want to upgrade them. There's nothing wrong with the old ones. And or somebody might have it in their house and had a new system put in. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody that has something that they don't use anymore and would like to get rid of it at a cheap price or donate it. But if you send me eBay links and everything, usually they just go into my spam. Anything with a link goes into spam. That's a YouTube thing. And then if I don't see it soon enough, then it just gets deleted. I'll never see it anyway. So, all right. I just thought I'd add it in there. Thanks a lot.